And I think from here on out, though, we'll have that turned on. Okay. Okay.
All right, let's try this again.
Good morning. First of all, thank you to everyone who's gotten the COVID-19 vaccine. In St. Louis County, about half of those eligible for the vaccine have received at least one dose. And that's well above the statewide percentage and shows a great progress in getting more shots in arms. However, teenagers are way behind that pace. Only about 1/3 of those aged 12 to 19 in St. Louis County have begun the vaccination process. And that's the lowest vaccination rate of any age group. With our overall case numbers going up and the Delta variant threatening our county, it's critical that we get young people vaccinated before school returns in August. And because it can take more than a month to become fully vaccinated, the time to start is now. To that end, the St. Louis County Department of Public Health is planning a major sustained effort to have eligible students in the county vaccinated as part of our back-to-school immunization program. DPH will launch daily school immunizations and vaccinations in mid-July that will continue into September. Eligible students can receive all of their shots with no cost to them at our 3 permanent clinics: the John C. Murphy Health Center in Berkeley, the North Central Community Health Center in Pine Lawn, and the South County Health Center in Sunset Hills. We'll have nurses on hand to answer all the questions and help students and their families access our services. Students who get vaccinations can also receive physicals and dental health services at each location. And extended and weekend hours will be offered to make it easier for students and their families to make it in. In addition to all this, DPH is working with school nurses in the county to provide vaccinations for students who cannot make it into one of our clinics. More details on this major effort will be released soon. For now, remember, COVID vaccines are free, safe, and very effective, even against the Delta variant. And no negative interactions between regular school immunizations and the COVID vaccine have been identified. So if you have children at home, age 12 and above, please make sure you get them fully vaccinated so they can return to class safely. Now is the time to get a shot. Consider it part of your back-to-school list. This is arguably the most important tool your students have for the new school year. When you look at the total cases week over week, COVID cases have increased nearly 25% in St. Louis County. And these new cases are preventable. Earlier this week, Washington University, which has been a great partner in our response to the pandemic, released a study further suggesting that vaccines offer months-long immunity from the virus. The continued research is promising on long-lasting impact of the vaccines that they have and their effectiveness on new variants. We continue working to make vaccines easier to get in St. Louis County. We are partnering with faith-based groups, nonprofits, and companies to bring the shots directly to those who need them. On Saturday, the Department of Public Health teamed with Centene to provide vaccines at the company's Ferguson location. More than 100 people walked away with a shot in their arm. Next week, we'll sponsor a vaccination clinic at Youth on the Rise to help vaccinate younger, at-risk county residents. Like we did with testing, we continue to look at ways to get shots to our most vulnerable residents and to those who have historically been negatively impacted by health outcomes. Equity continues to be our priority in our response, and we will continue our efforts to make that vaccine accessible to everyone. That's why we created an outreach group comprised of community members with trusted relationships. That's why we were planning a block-by-block, door-to-door campaign in vulnerable neighborhoods to ensure residents have the information they need about the vaccine and to ensure that they have access to a shot. The county and its partners have done a great job in a few short months to get 420,000 St. Louis County residents vaccinated, but our work is far from over. For all of you who have been vaccinated, please tell your friends and family to do the same. We will get there together. Last night, the County Council approved spending up to $875,000 in American Rescue Plan Act funds to provide gift cards as an incentive to get a vaccine. Across the country, states, counties, and cities have been providing incentives to encourage vaccines. I support this program if that's what it takes to get those sitting on the fence a shot in their arm. And I'm happy to take any questions.
Did that iPad track that
Mhm.
whole time? Okay. I want to see, can we do a quick practice of if this sticks, if you're able to loop into that
It was
seamlessly?
looping in. I saw him
Okay.
looking at it, I was
Okay.
not tracking it.
Okay.
I did.
Do you?
And then as long as you can catch up, because otherwise I'll be looking down at this the whole time.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right, as long as that kind of.
Did the audio sound okay?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good on our end.
Okay.
Okay,
No issues at all.
so I think we're probably good with him.
Yes.
I want to chat through backup options
Yeah.
and possibly rerouting power, if possible.
And Tim, I will grab, I'm gonna go grab some paper for you.
Yes.
We got a longer.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for the run through.
Thank you,
Thank
Connie.
you.
It's gonna be your new house. Okay.
This is, even if it's gotta go regardless.
I'll be upstairs for another hour, I've
So-
got 2 more
You're-
meetings.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So I think, could you
You all
just
have-
pull this out and if I got you a better one of those that's long? I found one that's long and
What
has
are
little
these
plugs.
errors?
If you wanna do that,
But
we got
send me
one
something
table,
on the YouTube side.
it'll look a lot better. Then
From
we can
here.
get another one of those things right here and run it over that.
Right, and then you wouldn't have to worry about